Now, one of the things that we have been seeing NIO doing is that regardless of them not selling as many sales in Europe, their plan when it comes to deploying battery swapping stations, they are still rolling it off. This is something that shows us that NIO is still very much confident about Europe. I mean, today in Germany, NIO launched or opened or put life into operation battery swapping station number 17, which then leads into NIO having total battery swapping stations in Europe to 45. So NIO has got 45 battery swapping stations in Europe, and those that think that NIO is done because they are not seeing as many sales in Europe, then you have to think again, because when it comes to deployment of their infrastructure, NIO has been aggressively deploying infrastructure in Europe. Because last week, you'll know that we read of NIO opening the second showroom in Germany in the month of June, which shows that NIO is still confident. NIO remains confident, and they've got a plan when it comes to their European market. Yes, for now we might not be seeing the sales coming through onto Europe, but NIO got a plan for the European market, and sooner or later we'll be able to see what the plan is. Because as it stands, like I said, NIO sells around 300 or less than 300 sales on a month to month, which it would not make sense NIO deploying all this infrastructure while they see that they are failing in Europe. As NIO still wants to compete in Europe, and NIO still believes that they will get a very decent market share in Europe, which is something that is pretty exciting. I mean, the fact that right now they've got 45 battery swapping stations, it means that NIO still sees the opportunity in Europe, still sees themselves generating some good sales in Europe in the future. I mean, you will know that NIO will be deploying or also selling their sub-brands in Europe, which we know that Onvo, the very same battery swapping stations that are in Europe, which NIO is deploying, are the very same swapping stations that even their sub-brand Onvo will be utilizing. Even if for now maybe we might see not so many NIO cars using the 45 battery swapping stations, but I tell you, when Onvo gets launched, I think that car will do much better than the NIO brand, because that car is much cheaper and can be afforded by quite a number of people, which therefore means that it will do well. You will know that this a second sub-brand, namely Firefly, which that is the one that even the NIO CEO, when the EU announced their tariff increase, the CEO indicated that with that brand, regardless of them increasing their tariffs, that car will still be competitive in Europe, and it will still do very well, which is something that is pretty exciting. You'll know that with the second sub-brand in US, intentions were to launch that sub-brand in Europe, but they are going to launch it first in China, which is not a train smash, because we know that at the end of the day, that car will also be available, or will sort of like NIO will sort of like do a launch in Europe, which is something that we also look forward to. Now, this gives us confidence when you talk of the European market, though the EU Commission might be thinking of finalizing, maybe increasing the tariff onto all Chinese automakers. This still shows us that NIO is still believing that they will do well in Europe, even for all their model, or on all their models, of NIO, Onvo and Firefly. They believe that they will still do very well, which is why they continue aggressively deploying infrastructure into Europe. And with battery swapping stations, you will know that the convenience that you get once you subscribe to Pass and go utilize or use this battery swapping station, it is just out of this world. I mean, besides battery swapping stations becoming energy storage and grid stabilizers, they offer more to consumers, like the convenience that comes with it. Because other than going to long queues, you just come to the battery swapping station, you don't fight for queues, you know, or the car knows when it's your turn because you have booked your slot. There's no need for fighting for chargers. There's no need for standing under the sun while you charge your car, or standing under the rain when you charge your car. This brings convenience because swap is autonomous. So the car will take itself inside swap the battery while you sit down and do nothing, and drive itself out. This is something that is so unique, which is why I like NIO, and I believe that this is the future. The fact that we are seeing so many companies wanting to partner or partnering with NIO, it is something that shows us that this battery swapping station works, which is why these partners are coming onto NIO. They are not stupid. I mean, most of these companies that are coming to partner with NIO, they have got much more experience than NIO. They've been in this industry or in the automaker industry for quite some times, and I don't think that they are stupid that they would just go and form partnerships that they know very well will never work. The fact that they are joining NIO when it comes to battery swapping station, it means that they see the potential that lies within this technology. It is for that reason that companies like BYD and CATL have formed a partnership to start producing or developing their own battery swapping station. Do you think they're stupid? They are not stupid. They see the potential that lies with this battery swapping station. I mean, you will know that once you subscribe to BUS, what happens to the battery, whether it has fault or not, it's not your baby, or it's not your responsibility to take care of that, but it's NIO's responsibility to make sure that they give you a battery that is in good health, a battery that lasts long, the battery that will be of good quality to your car, which is something that is pretty exciting. I mean, so many of the people, another thing that they don't realize when they subscribe to BUS or what these battery swapping stations offers or the benefits is that, of course, when new technology comes on batteries, those that have subscribed to BUS are on this battery swapping station program for NIO, they are able to get new technology batteries or batteries with new technology by just simply going to a swap station, other than those that will just have to go and buy a new battery because of new technology. So NIO takes away that burden of you maybe going to buy a new battery because of a certain technology, because you can easily swap these batteries in the battery swapping stations, because NIO, as long as there's a new technology or much better batteries, they will make sure that they put them to the grid, they put them to their battery swapping stations, which will allow their users to get those new technology batteries. So these battery swapping stations, which NIO continues to aggressively deploy, it is something that makes me to believe, or that strongly makes me to believe, that NIO in the long term, they will win. And guess what? Those that are persevering throughout the headwinds, those that are obviously in the game or in this stock for the long term, they will definitely receive the rewards. Otherwise, with all that, guys, I just thought I'd just give you this quick update. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that like button, comment and subscribe. And once you subscribe, don't forget to hit or click that notification bell so that at least you get notified by YouTube every time I drop a new content. Otherwise, that's all from me, and I wish you nothing but the best in your stock market investing journey. And before you buy NIO for the very first time, please do make sure that you do your own due diligence so that at least you can be comfortable as you are investing onto this stock. The NIO stock price or share price today is trading very well. As I'm doing this video, NIO stock is up almost 5%, which is something that is pretty exciting, pretty good, especially to those that panic on the day-to-day movement that this stock makes. So do your own DD so that at least you are comfortable, because it will give you comfortability as you are investing not only into NIO but in the stock market as a whole. Otherwise, God bless you all.